Hi, I'm Mark Ling, and are you ready to start earning between $2 and even up and over $7 per click promoting one of the highest converting, highest quality products that the information marketing industry has ever seen? Are you ready to share in the extremely generous prize pool of over $100,000 worth of cash and prizes that we have to give away? Top affiliates in this promotion are likely to earn well over $100,000 in commissions alone promoting this offer. Are you ready to get paid handsomely for giving away high quality information that your subscribers love, will thank you for, and yet converts extremely highly into sales? I've spent countless hours planning and filming live with a live group of students, all of the particular lessons that are part of this program. The program comes with a lot more resources and other things as well, but just to keep it short, I've also flown around the world, well, particularly to America and Canada, where I actually put on some live events over there and filmed with some amazingly good speakers who have some inside knowledge about different things, whether it comes down to sales letter writing or whether it comes to traffic from Facebook, YouTube. I'm really excited about bringing this to you guys on 20 profitable niches you can steal, plus the unique IMATTED model, and I'll explain what that all stands for in a moment, for passive profits. Now, can I please just get everyone to type into the Q&A box just a quick hello. I just want to say hello to all of you guys. I'm just going to type into the questions answer box hello back as well. Just want to make sure that all you guys are interacting on this questions box, so I get the feeling that you guys are engaged with me. Fantastic. Yes, Sylvie. This is live. Cool. Hello, everybody. Okay, I've got people saying hello from Finland, hello from Dallas, Texas, hello from London. Hello from Australia, hello from Montreal here, France. I mean, I've got people from all over the world, Mexico City. Far out. Some of you guys must be up right in the middle of the night. I mean, because we've got people from every single time zone by the looks of this. It's crazy. Now everyone's typing their countries in. We're going to get started in about 60 seconds, guys. So 6 seconds, get yourself a glass of water if you need one. Get yourself a pen and paper ready. Get ready to take lots of notes. Hello from India, California, New Jersey, Nigeria, wow, Canada, California, Israel, Mexico, Arizona, Singapore, Boston, and dozens of other places. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to get underway in approximately 30 seconds from now. Can you guys tell me, have you been on a previous webinar with me in the last week? Just yes or no, because I just want to know, is this the first time you've heard from me recently, or is this first or not? All right, half and half, getting about half and half. That's great. Just good to know. Fantastic. Awesome. No, it's good. Okay, good feedback. All right, guys, I think we better just dive in and get underway. All right. Okay, so 20 profitable niches you can steal, plus the unique IMATTED model for passive profits. So what do all these people have in common? What these people have in common is they've all built $1,000+ per day businesses thanks to me and what you're going to hear about on this webinar right now. Today, I'm going to show you guys 3 steps to earning as much as $30,000 a month per website, how to scale your first website from $10 a day to $100 a day to $1,000 a day, 20 profitable IMATTED niches that you can steal. We'll get into that in a moment. How one of our students went from $0 to $640,000 in less than a year. Our exact top traffic method that pulls in over 500,000 visitors every month. How we're going to do a lot of the work for you. You don't even need experience to get started. The one-day sales machine, how to make one product in one day and start driving sales fast, and much more. So I'm Mark Ling. Some of you guys know my background story already, so I'm going to keep that pretty short.
when I first started in internet marketing online, I was working in a call center in a really repetitive job, and doing motor vehicle claims. I was over $120,000 in debt thanks to a student loan, a massive student loan, thanks to taking out like loans for living expenses and bank loans and stuff like that while I was at university, thanks to a little car accident that I was in with a Porsche where I had no insurance, and credit card debts and so forth. And I was very, very much stressed. I stumbled across internet marketing, luckily, thanks to a friend of mine who got me into it. And he wasn't doing great with it, but enough that it led me to realize it's a real business model. And during that year, I got myself making $1,000 a week within 12 weeks. And by the end of that year, I was doing $4,000 a week, and I haven't looked back. I'm now engaged. I've got 2 lovely children, and I started internet marketing to get out of the rat race, pay off debts, help out my parents, my family members, and to have financial freedom. And if you want to start a new business online in 2017, this is the #1 opportunity for passive profits. I'm about to share it with you. Guys, can you let me know why you're interested in running an online business? Like, why wouldn't you want to run like a coffee shop or a brick and mortar business? Or why wouldn't you want to work a day job long term? Like, why are you interested? Why are you here today? Or is this just something that you're here for fun? Get out of debts, out of the rat race, make money while I sleep, want to stay home, help my parents, time freedom, flexibility, free to travel. Yeah, because so many jobs are going to be automated by 2020. Yeah, absolutely. Same reasons I have: work schedule, low investment needed, time freedom, get out of debt, be my own boss, freedom, home with kids. Got a truck driver here. I understand that would mean that you're away from the kids or not, quite a bit. If you have kids, don't want the overhead, financial freedom, ability to work from anywhere, supplement retirement, side income, freedom to follow a passion. Absolutely, freedom to follow a passion, live life on your terms. Yep, need a business that you don't need to have other people in management if you don't wish to. Gotcha. Okay, great. To be lazy, hey, says Naman. Legacy, achieve my goals, and to become successful in an area to build a career. Yeah, do you know that if you own your own business, whether you have staff, whether you do not have staff, do you know that you're the last person who will ever get fired? So you don't have to worry about job security once you get things going. And once you understand it, it's an immense power, okay, because you have that ability to start not just one business. One day you might start another one, or you might help a friend out, start another one. You know, I want you to imagine yourself being able to, you know, once you have that freedom, being able to support charities, being the inspiration amongst your group of friends, that other people come to you and you're actually able to provide more help, whether it be financially or whether it be advice-wise. You know, there's a lot of positive benefits of running your own business beyond just the money. Okay, even if you earned the same amount as you earn in your day job from running your own online business, there's a lot of power in that. Obviously, a lot of people earn way more than that because there's no glass ceiling. Okay, so the #1 business opportunity, and we will get into those 20 niches. I'm getting a few people asking me. We will get into those, but I want to explain a few things quickly first. Is a thing called I Mattered. I Mattered. All right, and I will explain what that term means soon. I just want to give you some quick examples here, and then we'll get into it. So I Mattered. Examples on screen, for example. These are all I Mattered products. Or see if you can see something that is common to all of them. Now, you may think that these are standard digital information products, right? But if they were, then that doesn't guarantee they're going to succeed, right? Because there are a lot of people that put out little digital information products, they put them on the ClickBank marketplace and they make no sales. Hundreds of people do that, thousands of people do that, they make no sales. Why is it that I'm able to produce those kinds of products, for instance, and make you know, I bet if you did this all by yourself, you put out a product in the dating niche, you might see no sales. Yet I put out a product on why men pull away, discover what he's really thinking, and yet it's doing close to $10,000 a week as an average. All right. You know, this screenshot was taken earlier in the week, by the way. So that week ended up finishing around $9,000 or $8,000. So that's because of this IMATted approach that I'm going to share with you today. And I'm going to give you example after example after example of niches for you to write down. But we'll get into that. Okay. Another niche, the law of attraction niche. $2,700 on the weekend without sleeping. That's what some of you guys were saying. You want to get into this business model because you want to have time freedom. You want to be able to earn something passively, not just have to always trade time for money. It's more that you build yourself a golden goose, so to speak, that just keeps laying those golden eggs. Another niche, wholesale sourcing and supplying. I set up this one with a friend of mine that I play squash with. He's a guy I play a bit of sport with on the side, and he had this idea for this product, and I partnered with him 50-50 and over $23,000 a week, year in, year out. You know, on the left, last year's screenshot, this on the right, this year's screenshot. Fantastic. This is profit numbers, by the way, not numbers, you know, and then you've got to pay affiliates, then you've got to pay for, you know, this and that. It's like, this is what's there after those amounts are already being paid automatically. Thousands every week in the self-hypnosis niche. Here's some more IMATted niches. Some of you guys will get where I'm going with this already. Others, you know, I'll explain it. I just want to show you examples first. So more IMATted. This is, wait a minute, this looks different from the other products. Well, how can these be the same? You'll see why. So these are two more of my products. A knife sharpening stone that makes me thousands a week. A vegetable spiralizer. You may want to get into more IMATted niches like these. Perhaps you want to be, and now this, you might be thinking, wait a minute, this is regular drop shipping here, if you know what drop shipping is. And I would say it is, but it isn't. It's drop shipping, sort of, but it's very different because the profits are made in a different way. They're much higher profits than normal drop shipping, and the types of products chosen need to fit into a certain model, or I wouldn't pick them, even if they might be seen as profitable by a traditional drop shipper. It's a bit different. You know, so these, like, you know, whether it's unicorn bracelets, whether you want to sell supplements with your own private label on it, or little socks with, you know, cat socks, dog socks, little survival niche type credit cards, Swiss Army knife things, like a chakra healing necklace, cloth diapers. In that model, people go to your website, the customer purchases from you, you see the sale in your account, then you place the order with the drop shipper, and then the customer receives the order. Okay? Can you see the power in that? Just say power if you can see the power in that. And why is this so powerful? Okay, under both of those two models so far, which is all part of the IMATted model, you will see that there are massively high margins, and you're not having to stock and store any inventory. All right? No stock, no inventory. When you drop ship, when the customer purchases, you see the sale in your account before you have to order it. So you could list a lot of items on your website, and yet if half of them aren't selling, it doesn't matter, does it? Because you didn't have to order those in. I mean, you might order one of each item just so that you know that it's a quality product, just to test it, but it's a great model, all right? But it's not traditional drop shipping exactly. It's drop shipping in a specific way that means that you end up making much, much higher margins than traditional drop shipping. Okay, we'll get to that soon. Stanley, one of my students, he ended up making $68,000 in 30 days and ended up sending me the screenshot, and he's doing And he's in the personal development niche and also doing some iMattered physical products as well, as you can see. Francisco, he's in a niche called where he teaches people how to play World of Warcraft, which is a computer game. And he's earning really, really impressive amounts there, over $1,000 a day. And he's also making large sales of physical products now, although he bought his house, paid it off before he even started doing the physical product side of things. Fantastic. All right, more iMattered. Do you know you don't even have to own any products of your own to be able to do this? Imagine that. These days, you can earn 75% commissions and even more sometimes promoting other people's products that fit the iMattered model. These aren't any old products that you promote. It's not just any old affiliate product. These aren't CPA products, stuff like that. If you're brand new to this, you're going to find this very, very refreshing when you see that there's a specific way of doing it. And there's a reason why I'm one of ClickBank's top selling vendors and affiliates of all time, because I have a certain model, a simple, straightforward model that I'm going to reveal to you guys soon, that gives me an advantage that makes it so that I succeed where others may or may not. Now, on the left, you're seeing a commission earned from a promotion of a supplements product. And then on the right, commissions in the personal development niche. So what do you need to get started with iMattered? The right product, a simple website, and reliable traffic that converts. So we're going to get into those niches in just a sec. Okay, we're going to get into those niches. So the right product, a simple website, reliable traffic that converts. You do not need to live in the USA to do this. You don't need any special USA business setup or bank accounts. You can be literally anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. So step one, here's what I want you to do first. Choose a proven niche. No matter which of those iMattered examples that you've just seen is appealing to you, you need to choose one of these proven niches. You will want to write these down, have a pen and paper ready, that have lots of excellent products to promote that pay out high commissions. Right, these are 20 profitable niches you can steal. I will give physical product examples too, but to start with, the overall niches that I want you to write down are on the screen here. Weight loss, relationships for men, like that's how to get a girlfriend, or how to make your woman want to be more passionate, or relationships for women, how to make a man love you forever. Why do men pull away or lose interest? All these sort of things. Mindset, personal development, alternative beliefs like numerology, astrology, etc., law of attraction, problem solution could be like stop smoking, or how to relieve issues with, I guess that can cross over with health, with type 2 diabetes or something, or problems with like cats, for instance, stop cats from scratching, all these sort of problems people may have. Hobbies and passions, like learn guitar, or how to make paper flowers, or how to learn a foreign language. Fitness, health, healing. I've accidentally written fitness twice there. Sorry about that. That was my mistake there. Parenting, dog training, survival, writing / getting published. You could add to this stop smoking if you like, as an extra one. Woodworking, wealth, internet marketing, wholesale sourcing and supplying. I'll just give it a few seconds here. All right. Do you guys see anything in common with these niches that you may not see with a lot of other niches out there? Yes, yes, Sandra's right. There are a lot of affiliate products in any of these given niches that you can earn high commissions from. So even, yes, that's right. There are a lot of affiliates that will also promote your products in these niches if you happen to be in one of those niches. That's another good reason to be involved. Yes, that's right. That's right. They are all in very, very huge markets. That's right. Because to me, it is a lot of newbies make the mistake of going after niches where there is very low competition. And they feel like, okay, I'm the first person to do this, or I'm one of the first people, I'm in. And very, very rarely does that turn out to be a good idea. Normally, it's better if there's already a market. There's already $1 billion a month being spent in that market. You're just taking a tiny slither of that, because the world is a huge place. People sometimes underestimate just how big the world is. And it pays to be in a niche where there are products that you can send emails to that will earn you massive commissions. I'll give you examples soon. And it pays to be in a niche where you are making, where there are affiliates available that will promote your product. So I'm added physical products. Let's look at some further examples. Okay, so look at here. These are in the same niches that are over here. Okay, so I'm not talking about any old physical product. I had a student show me yesterday some earrings and said, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And I said, "Well, which one of these niches does it fit into?" Yes, you can get it for under $2. Yes, you could charge $10 and you could make a little profit there. But no, if it's not fitting into one of those niches, you're not going to scale that up and start making 6 figures a year from selling that pair of earrings. So I would say no, it's not really ideal. That's how you make slithers of money without making a massive amount. So here's an example. This first one's in the personal development niche. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, inspirational bracelets. And it only costs under $2, including shipping, to order each one of those. The bottom one is in the alternative beliefs niche, some energy stones or chakra bracelets, $1.87. Here's something I use a lot if I'm watching telly and TV or anything. You get some exercise done. You can take them away with you on vacation. It's really handy. Instead of having to do weights, you've got these. Fitness bands, exercise resistance bands, $1.80 a piece. What if you want to be in the survival or the prepper niche? There you go. There's these paracord bracelets, $1.25, including shipping. Right, including shipping. Incredible. All right. Before carrying on, I want to just show you a quick example now. Something called IMADD style emails. I can't show all of them. They're more for my members, but here's one of them that works really well. So you may want to write this down. It's very short and easy, but you'll see why it's powerful. Starts off with, "Hi, first name." So imagine that someone's just bought from you a product. Let's say they've either bought a product from you or they signed up for a free report of yours. And in this case, my example is going to be in the dating niche, but it works across a variety of niches. So you start off with, "Hi, first name." You have a bit of a quick teaser or benefits about what's in this link. This link could be to an affiliate product. It could be to your own product. It could be to a blog post. Up to you. And then a quick teaser or tip or benefits, then another link, and then sign off. In this case, on the left, I've got an email that was written out and sent out to our women looking for men, dating and relationships niche. Okay, so it links to a blog post saying things you shouldn't share with your man. Okay, so it's a bit of a content-based email, this one. Nice and short, but then it links to a little blog post. Could have linked straight to an affiliate product, but I just left it at that. And then it's from there, There's another little bit of teaser copy about what's in this link, which is a link to a product for women that teaches you how to talk to men, And then look at this, 3 emails sent between the 15th and the 22nd of June, just 3 emails like this sent, $2,660.88 in commissions. Now, if I wasn't in one of those iMattered niches, I couldn't just do that. I would actually have to go and make my own products for every single time I send an email. And it's hard to make lots of products. It's easy to make 1, 2, 3, 4 products even, but it's not easy to make. You know, people will buy things from you all year round. So it's nice to know that there are a lot of other products up your sleeve. Can you guys see the power of that? And can you see yourself doing this? Say yes if you think you could see yourself doing this. Oh, great. Lots of people saying yes. Lots of people saying yes. And you know, it doesn't matter if you don't, you can understand the niche that you are in, and in which case you can perhaps do some research and get to know it better, get on to forums and blogs, you can buy a few books, get to know it better. You can, and then sink your teeth into a niche that you're really interested in or you already have expertise in and are passionate about. Or you can go ahead and pay a writer to write things for you. I mean, imagine going and paying someone $15 to write a little blog post and, you know, create a few emails for you. For instance, there's multiple ways of doing this. I know that, so with my students, I give them templates and so forth, fill in the blanks, and you can end up having these sort of emails written or, you know, copy done for you and stuff like that. This is just based on a question that got typed in just then, I saw in the Q&A box. All right, so step 2, and if by the way, you're not having any of your own products, you still want to choose one of those niches because they've got loads of affiliate products, like products you can earn high commissions from. A lot of them fit the iMattered style. So step 2, create a simple iMattered style website. Key things to understand about iMattered websites. These websites are usually just a few pages. They're not like content heavy websites. So we install our websites using a special push button software that takes a matter of minutes. If any of our students are technologically challenged, which is almost every single student, then we just log in and do it for them, because I don't want anyone thinking that they can't do something. I'd rather just say, okay, we'll log in and we will install the website for you. You still have to type it in and customize it following our little videos, but we will install it for you to make it easy, make it very, very easy. If you get stuck, we log in and do something for you. Now, you need something that converts. Some sites designs do, many designs don't. These types of websites are not time consuming to set up. If they were, you probably wouldn't do it. And if they are, you're probably doing something wrong, and then we install it for you. Here's one, I'm going to give a quick few examples. Like you build a simple iMattered style website to convert sales or collect opt-ins. And then you try and optimize that site and aim for a $1 per visitor. So let's say 100 clicks to your website might equal $100 if you're making $1 for every person who visits your site. Okay, that's a quick example of one of my products here in the mindset niche, which deals with like binaural beats and stuff, thought elevators, $2,154 in a single week. What about the survival niche? Here's another example, simple little website, one product. It's not a big variety of products sitting there on the site. It's just one product, although you could have multiple products, but it's all it needs. This product site here has made millions of dollars, okay, from this little credit card knife that they do for just shipping. But all of their money is made on the other stuff that we've been showing you, the digital side. We'll see. Let's have a look at this. What about an iMattered opt-in page? They're very simple. It's very, very simple. It's just got little graphic here, some details here, click the button, yes, I would love a copy, and people then enter their name and email address, and they're asked, right, all you have to do to get this special report plus newsletter series is enter your name and email address, and it gets instantly delivered to them, and then they are now on your newsletter list, and then you are able to earn great commissions promoting products that fit the I'm Added style. I release all the products you should promote in all of those niches to my students, but you totally could try and figure that out on your own as well. Either way, it's a fantastic model. So as you can see, $4,000 from this over the last 2 weeks, as from giving this away. Isn't that amazing? Without even having to own a product. All right, so step 3, you're probably wondering, and I'll explain what I'm Added means in a moment. You will need to drive traffic that converts. You will need to drive traffic that converts. Okay, that's very, very important. By the way, Joe, no, you don't start with an email list. You get one from following my process. You don't start with one. If you already had one, you probably wouldn't be here on this particular training right now. You'd probably be thinking, I already know what I'm doing. But if you don't have one, then you want to learn from me. So you drive traffic that converts. All right, so the number one I'm Added traffic method is borrowed traffic. So that's where you have a little product out there, whether it be that physical product that fits our model, or whether it be like an instant downloadable PDF or an audio interview or something like that. If you have something like that going, then you use what I call borrowed traffic. I have a network that I list my offers on, or my websites on, and I just enter in they process the transactions, by the way, and they pay the affiliate for me. So that's borrowed traffic. That's where an affiliate, there's people out there that they just know traffic. Those people out there that seem to just run a YouTube channel, or they run a Facebook fan page and they've got like 1 million people liking their page, and they do lots of blogging, or they've just got a big audience, and they just earn commissions promoting other people's products all day long, and they're always browsing this marketplace looking for products they can promote and earn commissions from, and they never want to own their own product. So that's great. I borrow traffic from them. I just type in, right, I want to pay, maybe depending on the product, I'll pay a certain percentage commission, whether that be 50%, whether that be 75%. There's a lot of profit gets made because they're very, very high margins, these products, right? So I borrow traffic from them and make huge amounts. This is 2.2 million page views in 3 months from a product I've got in the law of attraction niche, all from borrowed traffic. There are more I'm Added traffic methods, although for me, most of my traffic comes from borrowed traffic. But I do some of these things as well, and I do them, still get significant amount of mileage out of them too. Some of my students, that's all the traffic they drive is this sort of stuff. Like, it's a golden age of Facebook right now. You can target people that have certain likes and interests, are in certain countries, certain time zones, are earning certain amounts of money, and you can really, really target things and drill it down really well. And it's amazing. People that have no experience with Facebook want you to spend money with them, so they made it so easy to advertise there and do well. YouTube is a source that most people don't use because they can't be bothered recording a little video for it. But if you can, then there's a lot of money to be made in YouTube advertising. Solo ads is where you pay money for someone else to send out an email to their list. So you might send out an email to someone's list, and then they go to your opt-in page and they sign up to your newsletter series. Then there are more examples too. You may want to build an audience of your own. Like here's an example. I'm into paleo cooking recipes. I've got a paleo cooking recipes Facebook fan page, and it's got 131,000 likes already. Maybe there's a topic that you are passionate about, that you would love to spend 2 minutes setting up a Facebook fan page, and then regularly you might read articles that are already in that space that you really enjoy, and ones that you like, you just keep sharing them to your page and your audience. You may engage them by asking questions, or like what do you guys think about Donald Trump, or something like that, and then they start to engage with you back and forth, and then you build this audience because people like and share your Facebook page, and you grow your audience that way. And occasionally you send them back to your little free book that you might have, that might be a little 7 to 10 to 15 page little mini book that's got a few tips in whatever niche that you're in, and then bam, they're getting your emails as well. YouTube, one of my staff members asked me for a method that they could use that's free, that they could use to build up traffic because she only wanted to earn commissions and does not have any of her own products. She got herself to earning $1,000 a week by the time she had 9 videos online. And now she's making about $5,000 a week. It's incredible. So I'm at it. Write this down, please. And then I've got more stuff to share with you on how to expand and scale your earnings with this approach. So I'm at it equals incredible margins, affiliate-driven, instant deployment, or instant or rapid deployment, either way. All right? The important thing about the incredible margins, that means that we want products where most of the money that they spend goes to you, rather than, say, a low margin product. Like, imagine trying to sell a microwave. All right, let's say it sells for $100. Your costs involved in getting that microwave might have been $90. So you've only made a 10% margin. That's not good enough. It's not good enough. It has to have a huge margin. That's why these information or digital type products, which we'll get into soon, I'll show you how to make them real quickly. That's why they are often the best, because the margins are almost 100%. People just have to download it. They just download it and start reading it, or start listening to it if it's audio, or start watching it if it's video. It's incredible. Or if it's a physical product, then I like to look at ones that are, say, under $2, including drop shipping it to the customer. Okay, but it's also got to be affiliate driven, which means from both sides. Either you're getting your traffic or your visitors are coming from affiliates, and you are capable of earning commissions promoting other people's products where you become the affiliate. Okay, so it's important that it fits that model. Otherwise, you're limiting yourself to only making the money that you make right there on day one of the sale. Because do you guys realize that most of the money made in any business is not from the moment a new customer comes into a store, or the moment a new customer buys a product? Okay, that's not it. If you don't have either repeat customers or more sales being made to that customer of other people's products, you don't really have a business. Okay, you've got something that could disappear quickly. That's why a lot of people don't do well in business, is because they have a singular thing to sell and they're always looking for new customers. But what happens if you got to a point where you're like me, and even if I had no new customers for 3 years, I would be making at least $10,000 a week still with no new customers for 3 or 4 years, because my existing customers keep buying and buying and buying more stuff. Okay, and then instant or rapid deployment. If it is an information or a digital type product, then they get it immediately. They just get taken straight to their little download page, and they can download that product straight away. Or if it is a physical product, then when I say rapid delivery, I don't mean that it has to be delivered overnight. It can take 3 weeks to be delivered. That's not what I mean. I mean rapid delivery as in it's rapidly deployed. Like you are able to very, very quickly, in the space of less than a minute, quickly log into the supplier's website, pay your $2 or something or less, and have it be shipped, and you know it's getting shipped to that customer, okay? Or even faster, at some point you might plug in some software that automatically does it without you even having to do it manually. I hope you guys are getting excited about all of this stuff, okay? I hope that you guys can feel the power and get how this stuff works. Can you guys tell me, am I going too fast? Or is this a good pace? That's going to let me know, because I don't know if I'm skipping over things too quickly or where you guys are at. I'm assuming most of you guys are brand new to this, like most people who are when I start training them and you start becoming my student. I just wanted to double check where you guys are at. Okay, I'm getting a few people saying it's good with exclamation marks, very excited. Oh yeah, good pace. Caleb says it's too slow. Good pace, 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 good pace. Super excited. Good pace, pretty good pace. A couple of people don't quite get it. I'll have to recap a couple of things. Most people are saying it's a good pace, just right. A little fast. Drinking from a fire hose. Okay, don't slow down. Perfect for me. All right, good, good. And sorry if I haven't read out your comment. I've been trying to read most people's, but there's just so many hundreds of people on here that I'm doing my absolute best. Okay, so now I want to look at a one-day sales machine. How do you make one product in one day so you could start driving sales fast? All right, I'll let you in on a little secret. The quickest iMatters style products to create are audio interviews, because all you do is you get an expert, you get on Skype with them, and you hit the record button using a little Skype recorder software, and then you go back onto that same website and you get somebody to get a transcript done for you, and bam, you've got audio interview plus transcript, and that can be a little $7 product right there. Nice and easy. So step one, you go find the expert. If you are one of my students, I give you a little secret resource that I and my students use to get a lot of industry experts in a lot of places, whether it be a nutritionist, a doctor, or any kind of specialist that you need, you know, a counselor or somebody who's you know, an expert in the survival niche or anything else. You know, you get that expert, you record your audio interview, and you get it transcribed. Nice and easy. I have made products in less than a day, less than half a day, following this method. And you can make higher price products just by putting 4 or 5 of them together. And then you call it the such and such, whatever the product niche you're in, mastery series. And then you explain how you're going to learn from all these masters of and whatever that topic area is. And you have your product done very rapidly. That's not the only way I make a product. I teach my students how to write fully fledged books if they so wish to, and that can take 4 to 8 weeks, but it can be hugely lucrative and can make you, you know, that's where you can make, you know, thousands a day. So it's well worth doing that model also. But this is a rapid, you know, I think a lot of people want to try and make their first sale in their first 3 weeks online. And if you want to make a sale in your first 3 weeks, you really got to do things that work rapidly first, and then you can do the longer approach later. It's up to you though. Okay, now I want to reveal 4 income. Oh, by the way, if you're doing physical products, then you know the product's already ready, so that's really quick. And if you're an affiliate, then it's a matter of making something like this, audio interview with transcript, or a little 7-page report. You know, like let's say you're in dog training, your 7-page report might be on how to become the alpha dog, you know, or how to stop dogs from barking, you know, or the #1 secret to stopping dog aggression problems, or something like that. You have a little 7-page report, and they can opt in to receive that, you know. Or it could be for sale as a low price product, sell that for $5, you know. So 4 income multipliers that will skyrocket all of these 3 iMatters business models that I've mentioned today by 250% or more, usually more. The traditional model, this is what most people do. They pay for advertising, they get customers, Those customers go and buy your product, and then you make money, and then you have a margin which goes into your wallet, which is usually anywhere from 5% to 20%. And then you put your money back into more paid advertising, and it goes round and round in a circle like that. And it can turn into a big business, but it can also require a lot of overheads and can take a long time to scale. The I'm Added model involves you using free or paid traffic. You get customers, they buy your product, you put them through an income multiplier, which we'll get to in a moment, multiply that income 40 to even 300%, and then your income is large enough that you can put large sums of money into your wallet, and then you still are able to reinvest to scale your business by putting in more into free or paid traffic. Okay, why would you put money into free traffic? You're possibly wondering. Well, free traffic, it's not that free. It's free, but it's not free. It's like, it's free in that ongoing thereafter, you don't have to keep paying money per visitor, but it might cost you money to put something out there that works. Like, for instance, if you were to do a press release, it might cost you like $100 to do your press release, but then that press release is now out there, it's in the search engines, people may find that press release for years to come, you know, and it may make you sales. Or it may be as simple as putting out a YouTube video, and then that video may be getting visitors every day, every week for the next 5 or 10 years. So it's free now that it's out there, the traffic, but you might have had to paid something to get it done in the first place if you're going to pay someone else to be in that video. I have a source that I teach my students where you can get videos done for as little as $5, where an actual actor will get in the video, record it for you, and hand it back to you. You know, which is incredible. I should say $5 per 30 seconds, depending how long you want that video to be. You know, pretty awesome. So the I'm Added income multiplier number 1 involves making sure that you put in complementary I'm Added upsells. Like, who of you guys hates it when you buy a product? Let's say it's a product on how to stop smoking, say, and then you buy that product, and then you get told, right, it's great that you've bought this program. Now, to make it work, you are going to need the stop smoking sobriety solution. Because if you don't buy that product, then you will stop smoking, but you will start smoking again 5 days later. So you have to buy this. You know, who hates that? Do you guys hate that? I hate that. Only one of you hates it. Only one of you typed in, I hate that. Man, I hate it. Okay, 2 of you. Great. I thought more of you guys would hate that. Okay, I'm getting lots more now typing in, I hate that. Because I certainly do. I want to make sure you guys are listening, so please keep typing in. Yeah, I hate that. That's because it's not complementary. That is not what I call complementary. That is devaluing the product that you just purchased by making you think, oh man, I'm not really getting what I wanted until I buy this extra thing. But what if it was done differently? What if it was a complementary product? Like, someone goes to McDonald's, they buy a hamburger, and they get asked, would you like fries with that? They're not asked, they're not asked once they buy the hamburger, would you like lettuce and tomato sauce with that, or tomato ketchup with that? They're like, you'd be thinking, I thought it came with lettuce and ketchup. I thought that's in the picture. I thought that was, you know, they're not told that. You're offered something different that's complementary. So if you were to have a stop smoking product, say, then your first complementary upsell could be a product called Stop Smoking Inspirational Masters. And then in that product, it might be interviews with 6 different people who have stopped smoking for good and their best solutions for stopping smoking. So you basically told, man, I'm so glad to have you as my customer. You've just bought my Stop Smoking 30-day sobriety solution. And I am really, really happy that you're going to learn everything that I know about stopping smoking, and it is, it's going to be absolutely wonderful for you. Now, some people like to be inspired by more than one person. If you're like me, I like to learn from not just one person, but a few people. I like to surround myself with people who are succeeding when I want to do something. So that's why I've also put together a series of interviews with 5 more people who have successfully quit smoking. They have some of their own methods to share. And if you would like to add this to your order, then I've got a special one-time only offer pricing of just $30, or just, even if it's up to $99, depending on what you're offering. That is complimentary. People either say yes or they say no. They do not get angry. All right, but it adds a lot of money to your order. They add a lot of money to your order. Okay? So I hope that that makes sense. These things are complementary. And if you're one of my students, I give you these products. I've made so many of them, and I keep making more of them, that you can use optionally as your own ones. Okay, so that makes that even simpler, to try and make that quicker. Okay, so, but there's more income multipliers. Income multiplier number 2, that's the email approach, where you make sure that you do promote relevant products to your list or your newsletter subscribers or your customers on a regular basis. Okay, so you give them, little newsletters, little tip of the day or something like that, or inspirational quote of the day or something. You'll send that out maybe once or twice a week, and then once or twice a week you send out a promotion of a product that earns you great commissions. Over the course of a year, you will have bumped up your profits by 50 to 250%. So that's important that you choose one of those IMATted niches that we all went through earlier, because it doesn't work if there aren't enough products to be able to promote as an affiliate. Okay? Income multiplier number 3, income can add 200 to 300% onto your profits. That is IMATted continuity. So where they get an option. Now, some people get really, really obsessed with or just love a certain thing, a certain type of thing. And yet there are, when it comes to certain types of niches, there aren't necessarily a lot of, they will keep buying it all day long, just like a woman will keep buying shoes all day, like, not every woman will, but a lot of women would love buying shoes, and they'll just keep buying more and more of them, whether they need them or not, because they just love it. So that's continuity. You may have a series where, for instance, let's say you were in the dating niche for women, then you might give them an interview with a different expert at, or a different expert at, a different dating and relationships expert. It might be a counselor one week. It might be just a regular guy another week, giving his tips on what works and what doesn't with how men really think, why men lie, why they cheat, why they pull away, why they, just a different interview every single month. And women love it. They love hearing these interviews every single month, and they'll pay month in, month out anywhere from $20 to $37 a month. I know there's some women on here who are saying, no, I wouldn't do that. But you're not the market in that niche. Maybe you would in a niche that you're really excited about. Maybe you wouldn't, I don't know. But you only need 1 or 2% of people who visit your website to be buying for you to be making a lot of money. So bear in mind, you may not be your customer. But so an IMATted continuity offer, it typically includes like an audio interview with an industry expert each month for 12 months, plus a transcript, plus some articles. It gets automatically delivered every month for 12 months. And then if people finish at 12 months, it just stops. Okay. You could keep going, but I usually make them just go 12 months long, so I don't have to keep creating more content. Typical pricing is $37 a month. could be $19.95 a month, but typically that seems to be a good price point that people seem to be happy paying, and it works out well. Now, typically now, for every, whether it's a $3 physical product or a $47, like a really big digital product or something, typically for every product you sell, 50% of them will take up your free trial of your continuity offer, okay? And that's assuming you make it very obvious. If you make it not obvious and you hide it, what you find is you get, 1, you get refunds, 2, you get chargebacks, and 3, you actually get people, you actually do get less people signing up anyway, because if it's an optional continuity, people tend to find it even when it's hidden, and they get annoyed once they see it and they don't take it. But if it's obvious, it's beneficial to them, and they know how to cancel before they buy, about 50% of them will take it up and they will try it. That's what I find every day. And half of those 50% will stay on month in, month out for more recurring income for you. Okay, so some will take it, they'll cancel, that's fine. A lot stay on. So that's 25% of, imagine, for every $3 product you sold, 25% of people now are now paying you anywhere from $20 to $37 a month ongoing. Okay, so it's not essential, by the way. Most of my students do not bother with IMATted continuity. But if you want to make $1 million a year, this is usually what, anyone that makes $1 million a year is usually doing this, usually, of my students anyway. So let's say you sold 10 sales a day of a $7 IMATted type product. So on average, 2.5 of them become your part of your continuity ongoing. So that's about 17 to 20 new continuity subscribers per week. So that's 80 new subscribers a month. So if you could make 10 sales a day of your product, after 3 months, that's 240 subscribers who are paying you $37 a month. So imagine a $7 product. Imagine if you did 10 sales a day. Imagine if you even broke even on that, like you weren't even profiting from that, and then you stopped your advertising. You'd still have this 240 subscribers paying you $37 a month. That is a bump of $8,800 per month. Now, even if you are not doing any paid traffic, you're only paying your affiliates 50% or 30% to 50% of this continuity and of the product on the front end, that's still over $1,000 a week. Okay, even if you're not driving the traffic, it's affiliate driven entirely, you're still over $1,000 a week from this. I mean, just, are you guys excited about this? Do you guys see the potential in all of this? I mean, I hope you guys are excited. You don't have to do, I mean, a lot of my students don't do continuity and they end up hugely successful. It's not essential, but it sure is powerful. And do you know what? You don't even have to own the continuity or do anything to do continuity. What if you were to be an affiliate? What if you were just earning commissions? Like, look at this. Total Money Magnetism. It's one of my products, by the way. So a lot of people do not want to own their own continuity product. They don't want to create it, or they don't want to use the one that I give to my students that they can use. What they want to do is they just want to promote someone else's as an affiliate and earn all of those continuity paychecks every month. They just earn their half. They'll get like 50% on it. So look, I pay 50%, as you can see, for this product on the rebuilds. Look at that average rebuild total that my affiliates are making out of this, $272.03. So I'm making a lot of money because I'm getting half. They're making a lot of money because they're getting half. All right, so I'm using this specific model, even though the product on the front end, the main product is $47. Okay, the main product itself is $47. All right, we pay 75% commission on that $47 offer. All right, I make a small profit, 25% that's left over. So I make maybe close to $10 a sale. But the real money is made on this 50% on the upsells and on the recurring. So I do have some upsells in place. That's why right on day one, people make $50 commission, not $33 or whatever 75% is. They make more because of my upsells, but then they make even more from the rebuilds. Okay? I just want to see who's excited now. And I want to know who's thinking, this looks tricky. Okay, cool. A lot of people say this is excited. A couple of people said it looks kind of tricky. And a couple of people, they're saying, I'm excited. I just don't know if I could do it myself. And I get that. And I think that and that's why, you probably should become one of my students later on, because if you're one of my students, you'll know that if you can't do something, then we have a staff member who is trained in doing this stuff, who will log in and make sure that they won't build your whole site for you, but anywhere you get stuck, they will do it for you. So let's say you're like, oh man, I don't know how to do this. They would just go, okay, this is what you do. Then you'll go, okay, that's great. Or you might go, oh, could you just do it for me? And then they'll go, okay, fine. And then 48 hours later, they've logged in, they've pressed all their buttons and done what they need to do, handed it back to you, and you're good to go and you carry on. So I hate it when you buy a product from someone and you learn their method, and then there's just this one little thing you can't do, and that's stopping, that's really annoying. It kind of stops you carrying on. And that's annoying, and I don't like that, and that's why I try not to get into that situation. Reciprocal promotions. Do you know when you earn all these commissions promoting people's products, do you know that if you're starting to generate enough commissions, they will promote you too? If you've got a product out there, they will actually go, right, okay, I'll mail my list and promote your thing too. Yeah, that sounds great. You get to know them, and then you set up regular reciprocals with them. Maybe every 3 months you do a promotion for each other. Once you've got a little network of 10 or 12 people that you affiliate with, then you're all promoting each other every week. Every offer that you promote, they're going to promote you back too, and that's awesome. Okay, millionaire strategy. This whole model is 10 times easier if the IMATTED income multipliers are digital products. So these are products that can be instantly delivered, all right? Even though it totally works and works wonderfully well with sending physical products that are drop shipped. It does work wonderfully well, but there's more room for something minor to go wrong there. Just a little bit more room for something minor to go wrong. And it's so much easier if they just get it instantly delivered and they download it and they're done and they've got it. That works so much easier. And there's higher margins as well. So just bear that in mind. Anne Burns, she's got 3 children. She was working in HR. She needed to do something different because she just didn't have time for them. And she said, when that first sale notification hit my email inbox, I was hit it with a rush of adrenaline. I couldn't believe it. It was so incredibly exciting to think somewhere in the world, someone had been on my site and liked it enough to spend money on my product. It was an incredibly satisfying experience. And now a few weeks on, and recently more sales than I can handle, I feel incredibly lucky. I feel fortunate to have had the opportunity to learn this incredible skill whilst earning at the same time. And I finally feel like I'm doing something I'm passionate about. This is my business I'm building, not someone else's. If I want to go out, hang out with my kids in the middle of the day, I can. The future feels bright and full of opportunity. I can't imagine doing anything else. Dan Chong said, thanks to Mark Ling, the done-for-you resources and his training, I was able to generate over 120,000 email subscribers and produce around $400,000 in sales in 1 year, within a year. I sold that business for $210,000. And then he went ahead and reinvested that into another business idea he had, which is now growing and going to rapidly surpass what he was doing before that. And if you're looking for a head start in building a real solid online business, I'd highly recommend taking a serious look at one of Mark Ling's incredible programs. Following the LBE modules, you'll find out about LBE in a moment, and making my first sale was quite an amazing feeling. So from Steve Backhanson, to know that there's someone out there who wanted to buy my product made me realize all the work was paying off. It really gave me the motivation to keep working and make it a success. I can't wait to see what the future holds. Mark Coughlin. Meet Mark Coughlin, and he's got kind of a weird niche. It's the niche of how to command respect. Okay, how to command respect. He got into that niche which is a subset of personal development, by the way. So it fits into the IMAD categories, IMADed categories really, really well. Over $1,000 a week. Fantastic, and growing. Jackson, he said to me, when he first joined with me, he said, he's based in the Philippines, by the way. He said, I will fly all the way out to New Zealand, Mark, to meet you and shake your hand if you can just get me to making $500 a week. I said, okay, that sounds great. I look forward to seeing your progress with the system. And 12 weeks later, he was in New Zealand shaking my hand. You know, fantastic. In fact, recent screenshot, $56,841 in 14 days. He's in the survival niche and personal development niches, doing incredibly well. Matt Carter, I went to high school with Matt, by the way. He started out where within 12 weeks, he was making $1,000 a week. I trained him up from scratch. And within, as an affiliate, just earning commissions. Then he got himself making and selling his own information type products that follow the IMAD model. Now he sells physical products as well, and now he makes $400,000 a month in sales, which is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Really proud of Matt. Now, Aidan Booth, some of you guys may know Aidan. He started with me and my training back in 2008 when he was a total newbie. Okay, so he started with me, and this was an older program of mine that, you know, even my previous programs were really, really successful, you know, with my students. But now I'm even having even more phenomenal success. Now, he purchased a training program from me when he was a total newbie to this, and he says it was one of the major turning points in his internet marketing dream. Within a few short weeks, he was making money, and even years later, the sites he set up using my method at that time are still making money. And I work with him all the time now with Aidan. He's absolutely fantastic, and doing a combination of selling information products. He even has a high ticket coaching program as well. Some of you guys may be his members, possibly. And he even sells physical products as well now. He uses he uses quite a different model than my physical product model. I'll admit that, but that's great. But because that's what happens once you're my student, eventually you very often you have your own way of doing things. My model's slightly different. That's fine. And he's making over $100,000 every week. Every week, over 100,000. He is one of my top 2 students of all time. It's an exceptional success story. This is not a normal success story, so your results may vary, but it's nice to know that if you're one of my absolute top students, you can actually, there's no ceiling on the income that you guys can make. Sonia Ricciotti, she attends my live mastermind every year. Every year. She attends my mastermind, and she says, she's in the how to bounce back when life knocks you down niche. She says, I've known Mark Ling for many years now. He's one of my all-time favorite online business teachers on the planet. I've learned so much from him over the years. Not only is he one of the masters at online marketing and business, he's also one of the kindest and most authentic people you'll ever meet. Learn everything you can from him. $26,000 in the last 6 months from Morgan, and so much more. Right now is the perfect storm when it comes to internet marketing. There are more profitable products than ever to promote. You've got somebody available, myself anyway, that is very, very good at teaching this stuff and has a lot of done-for-you resources that were never available before. There is more traffic available through free and paid methods than in the whole history of the internet. Okay, it used to be 5 years ago, you had to get all your traffic from either Google AdWords or from ranking highly in the search engines. You know, otherwise you'd get a very minimum of traffic. Now there's about 17 different really high performing sources of traffic and 6 super mega high support sources of traffic that are going really well. Unbelievable. So the best time in the whole history of the internet's right now, and I'd hate for any of you guys to ever have any regrets in 10 years from now about not getting started right now. Now's the time to build a life-changing real business. I must say also, it's a lot of fun, and it's something you can be really, really proud of doing. I've got a question. Which are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to attempt to do something like this alone, like try and do this IMATTED model and do it alone? Or worse, wasting valuable time and money following a cheaper system that most probably won't work? Because most people that teach people how to make money online are actually making most of their money by teaching people how to make money online. I am making 80 to 85% of my money for actually doing what I teach. And that's why with my students, instead of teaching theory, I actually show them and I build profitable websites from absolutely nothing in front of them. And they can copy and paste and follow what I'm doing as I build another successful website and another one and another one. And the reason I can keep doing that, unlike other people, is because I do it every day. And it's what I do, and it's what I love doing. So choice number 2, master, launch, and profit from your business in as little as 8 to 12 weeks. You could be making sales in much less than that time. Okay, I'm putting a longer period there because I rather over deliver rather than over promise. I'd rather under promise, over deliver. It's if you want to earn commissions promoting other people's stuff, for instance, following my IMATTED model and so forth, you could be doing that by the 3rd module. But I'd rather say give yourself at least 8 to 12 weeks. Some people will take longer because you can go at it at your own pace. It's not theory. My students are seeing success following this formula. So just so I get an idea where you guys are at, just before I reveal what's in my program, type yes in the Q&A box if you are interested in having me and my team guiding you step by step through to success, including resources, software, the works. Okay, Lisa, Shane, Daniel, Todd, Jonathan, Walter, James, Andrew, Eric, Randy. Sorry if I haven't mentioned your name. Charles, Max, Rob, Mason, Maureen, Robert, Dan, Angie, Kendra, Susan, Mike, Robert, and many others. Sorry if I haven't said your name. There's a lot of people. A lot of people in here are interested. I know that doesn't mean you're definitely joining. I'm just saying I just wanted to see where you guys are at and what sort of energy you guys are feeling at the moment. Because I find this to be, utterly incredible. There's nothing else out there like this, and hasn't been in the whole history of the internet. The fact is, there's no comparison. Like, imagine having your own thriving business that lets you pay off your debts, spend more time with your family, travel the world, upgrade to a nicer home. Being able to follow in the footsteps of people who have already done what you want to do is one of the fastest paths to success. So, who here is interested in having me and my team help you achieve their goals? I see there's a lot of you guys. Who here really wants to change their lives in this area? This is your life we're talking about. More family time, living a life how you want, setting your own hours. In the end, it's about fulfillment, and I found mine here. This system is specifically built to remove the hurdles many people face. It's newbie tested for profit, and it's especially built for people who are starting their very, very, very first online business. No guessing, no risk taking, period. That's why my student success rates are off the charts. So you simply follow the proven blueprint and start collecting money while you live your life. No experience necessary, no tech skills required, no upfront costs, no lengthy product creation, no waiting or risking money for traffic, no worrying about competition, no perfection necessary. So you're going to master the IMATTED model with the incredible Learn, Build, Earn system. So inside Learn, Build, Earn, I've got three different pathways that you can go down. And most people will wind up eventually going down all three. Okay, but when you race to profits, you'll probably just stick to one and go from there. and that's fantastic. One of them is the digital product creation secrets. Okay, component number 1, there's 14 modules. You'll learn how to build a profitable business, even if you make tons of mistakes, especially made for newbies, starting from scratch. 14 modules, you'll learn how to make your product, get it out there, get it marketed, all following my iMattered model. And I'm also, there for live Q&A and all the works, and it's ready to go, all right? It's filmed in front of a live audience. It's $5,000 value. Component number 2, what if you don't want to do this and you'd rather be doing iMattered style physical products? So a physical product boot camp. Here, it's an over-the-shoulder training. So you join me for live webinars like we're on one right now. This is what I'm on. I'll be running them week in, week out, 12 modules. You could be making your first sale within as little as three weeks. We get our first 12, we do a 12 module program. And a lot of you guys that are interested in physical products are going to find this to be pretty awesome. This is not like a traditional drop shipping model. This is an iMattered style model where you're learning exactly how to make a lot of sales of your physical products, but then make even more from all of these income multipliers. It's a really incredible system. You get other people promoting your physical products. Imagine that. Imagine not even buying the traffic from Facebook or anywhere. It's pretty exciting. $5,000 value for that coaching. And then we've got component 3. Some people will only go down this path and they won't even worry about looking at the other stuff that is available to members, but it's up to you. Some people will join in on all 3, and that's great. Absolutely. So this one, Affiliate Success Bootcamp, the no products of your own model. What if you don't want to own any of your own products? You just want to be earning commissions. You want to earn commissions from other people and promote products that fit the iMattered style model. You want to use the email templates that we use. You want to promote the affiliate products that we tell you to promote, and you want to be in those niches and follow our style of marketing. You end up having over-the-shoulder training. You watch me build a successful iMattered style affiliate website in front of you from scratch, over the shoulder, and you copy and paste and follow along with me. That's $5,000 value as well. Done for you. I haven't really talked much about this, but when you're doing whether it's a physical product or whether it's a digital product, if it's a product of your own and you're not just being the affiliate, then you may wish to include some bonuses to sweeten the pot, to make people really want to buy from you. And I've created 30 of these so far, and more to come based on requests. These cost me a lot of money to put together. I pay top quality writers, not the lowest quality writers, the PLR quality that you may see out there. This is like top quality writers. I vet them. We critique their work. We make sure that they write stuff that your customers are going to want to read. They're going to think, man, this is really, really good. They're going to want to print it out and keep it. It's really great information. So it's done for you, 30 of them across different niches. If we don't have something in your niche, we will make more. Even though it cost me over $1,000 to get each one of these made, happy to do it. Plus, you're getting 5 high-value upsell products. So imagine you want to plug and play some iMattered style upsells onto your, so someone buys your product. Let's say they buy a chakra healing bracelet from you, or let's say they buy a product on how to live your best life possible, or something like that. Maybe not how to live your best life if you're going to back into this, but you could back in that to this. So someone buys a product from you on how to live your best life. Then straight away you offer them The Inner Game of Wealth and Success and How to Become Wealthy by Thinking Like a Millionaire. It's a book with the audio edition as well. And you may even offer a couple of these as extra bonuses, because we've got 30 of these, remember, that and a certain percentage of people will take that straight away and add it to their order that they've already just made, and we've got heaps of these across different niches. We've got 5 of them so far and more to come. We've got a new one coming in the survival niche. We've got one in the parenting niche. We've got one in, obviously, in the wealth building niche, the personal development niche. We've got another one in the health/weight loss niche, and creating more based on customer requests and so forth. Okay, they cost me a lot to put together, but it's huge value for you guys because it's a time saver. You're wondering about where to drive the traffic from? Me and 5 other millionaires teach you our best traffic strategies. So you're going to learn 6 incredibly powerful sources of traffic. Use any one of these to drive floods of buyer traffic online, specially made for newbies. There's a flood of traffic out there. Most IMATTD students have affiliate traffic driven to their little product sites. Some people want to use YouTube, Facebook, Google, or more media buying and more to drive traffic to an opt-in page and then get earn money in affiliate commissions. That's $5,000 value. What about how are you even going to make your website, right? Don't worry, I purchased the software for you and we will even install it for you. This does your sales pages, your opt-in pages, your members areas, your affiliates areas, your templates, for everything you need, and that's a $500 value. Okay, plus you're getting the LBU coaching and community, my private members forum. I'm on there almost every single day. We've got my other coaches here, other students, Monday night Q&A with me and my guests, 3 Mondays a month. So you could jump on and be asking questions live on those particular webinars. And I just stick around and answer a heck of a lot of Q&A questions throughout those. And don't worry, that doesn't stop after just 12 weeks. That actually runs all year round, even though I'm taking no new students for 18 months minimum. So imagine that, next 18 months minimum, and I'm probably not going to take more students on even in 18 months. I'm at this stage looking at making this the last time I run a program. At this stage, that's what it's going to be. So imagine that, you've got access to me for 18 months, and yet I'm not letting in new students. So it doesn't get too crowded. It might seem crowded for a week or 2 at the start while everyone's asking their questions, but then it settles down and I'm able to really, get stuck in, and it's just it's going to be an incredible experience. We're here to help, no technical issue our team hasn't already conquered, and they can log in and do stuff for you if you face any technical issues whatsoever. It's $6,000 value. What's coaching really worth? It's really hard to say. I mean, if you want me one-on-one, I charge $12,000 for 6 months of one-on-one coaching. My expert coaches are earning thousands a month from this, and they could be charging $5,000 a year minimum. Really, it's probably invaluable, hard to put a price on it, on this style of coaching, if it ends up being that you have a business that's making you thousands a week, and not so much just the money, but it's something you really enjoy and gain a lot of personal pride from and sinking your teeth into. So you're getting access to all of this and more. There's an important catch. I've got some limitations here. 3 special bonuses for action takers. Number 1, these bonuses are only available to people who are on this call who choose to join on this webinar now. Copy assistant. Some people think that it's going to be tricky to write a sales page or an order page, or perhaps to write those emails that they send out that earn commissions. Well, imagine if there's a lot of fill in the blanks templates that are all ready to go and well tested, and it includes little videos that explain why each of these work, so that you can understand the psychology of it, so that you could eventually not need the copy assistant and just write stuff all by yourself. But imagine if you've got it right there. You just press a few buttons and generate your templates for everything. Sales page layout, headline, money back guarantee, bullet point generator, built-in graphics. So your graphic for like a little add to cart button or something like that, it's all in there. Email marketing templates, that's a $2,000 value. You're getting done for you continuity. Imagine if you're in either, this costed me about $45,000 to put together. So I've only made 1 of these. You could though, plug it in there as your own continuity product if you want to have a continuity product when people buy from you. So if you are in the health, wealth, relationships, mindset, survival, fitness, alternative beliefs, self-help. If you're in any of those niches, then this product is highly relevant. It's 200% better. Insider Secrets to Living Your Best Life Possible. And it's an online magazine that people get to download. It comes with the complete audio edition every single month, read out by a professional voiceover artist. And you get an ultimate life success mind track, which is a guided meditation track. Every single month, so your members will be receiving that every single month. You can be charging, anywhere from, usually most people will charge $37 a month for it. It's up to you though. You could charge no less though than $19.95 a month, but usually $37 a month is what most people will charge for that, and it is going to add a lot to your income if you so wish to use it. So there's that. And then you've got the Online Millionaire's Secret recorded private event. So 12 hugely successful online millionaires, all revealing their top conversion and money getting strategies. They all paid $1,500 to attend, and it's yours for free. And don't undervalue this bonus. Like, honestly, learning from people who are already making millions of dollars, they have some pretty amazing little tips and tricks that can add a lot of money to your bottom line. It's really incredible. 3-day event, you're getting all of the recordings to that as well. Okay, so if you're serious about getting ahead, if you want somebody who's doing this every day, making several $1 million a year online every year, year in, year out, following this IMATTED strategy, then you really should join this system. Here's what you're getting: the Learn, Build, Earn Digital Product Success Secrets, Learn, Build, Earn Physical Product Bootcamp. Remember, that's different than most other models. It's a special IMATTED model being taught. The LBE Affiliate Success Bootcamp, again following the IMATTED model. LBE Done For You, LBE Traffic Mastery Academy, LBE Website Creation Software. This is LBE, stands for Learn, Build, Earn, and the Learn, Build, Earn Coaching and Community. I must say also, the Digital Product Success Secrets, this is all done in an IMATTED model. Okay, even the whole product creation, I haven't even taught you yet. I haven't even revealed about my mini mechanisms that I use that make these products sell. Like, some people put up a digital product and they say, oh, I followed some other guy's course on how to make one, but it wasn't selling. And I say, yeah, you're doing stuff that doesn't work. That guy probably isn't selling dozens and dozens of of these kinds of products that make millions of dollars in sales every year. That's the problem. This is a unique model you will not have seen anywhere else that works incredibly, incredibly well. All of these models. That's $28,479 of value. Fast action bonuses, the Copy Assistant, $2,000 value. The Done For You Continuity product, $5,000 value. Online Millionaire Secret recorded private event, $1,497 value. That's $34,473 in value. The development costs. Okay, look, 18 months is my minimum commitment that I'm giving you guys of my time without letting in any new students, all right? Also, bear in mind that I have full-time coaches that I'm paying pretty large sums of money to that are also committed to being there for 18 months. So without opening the doors to any new students, remember. So, there's a lot actually involved in staffing this. It's an incredible little program here. Does not take 18 months to run, but I just know that people want support afterwards and want to know that we're not too overloaded with support to actually be able to do it properly. The reason I don't mind closing the doors for so long is because this is not how I make the majority of my money. I make 15 to 20% of my money from teaching internet marketing, and majority is just from doing it, from doing what I teach. Okay, the development cost, making that Copy Assistant software costed nearly $30,000 because I had to pay a lot to a lot of different copywriters who charged themselves out at very high rates to help me with that. There was a lot of high production and filming and so forth, with cameramen and equipment for filming training lessons throughout this particular program. And there's a lot of cost behind the scenes and programming and and other things, getting the done for you stuff made that blew the costs out to quite high. But it's the program that I really wanted to put together, that I wanted to put my friends and family through, and get them, I've got several of my friends making great money online, and I wanted to make something that they can go through as well that will, I just want to make sure that everyone gets through to success. So it's quite high costs. It made it very difficult to sort out what the price should be. Most people told me I should be selling it for $10,000, but it's not $10,000. It's extremely limited. Our personal time is being invested into supporting our members. We've got incredible coaches as well whose time is limited, and the spaces will fill up fast, and the doors are just about to close. I'm just letting you know about that. We're just about to close the doors to this, and we are not reopening. No plans to reopen. We will shut down when we hit capacity like we did in 2016. Unlike 2016, we are not reopening within the next 12 months or anything like that. It is, in 2016, we said right then it will reopen in May or June of next year, which it is now. This time, we have no plans to reopen. Okay, so it won't be available for long. It's got great potential to change your life. Do not miss out on this. Imagine if this bottle only took an hour a day to run. Yes, if you could own all of it, if you would be feeling like taking some action. I just want to see what people are feeling like. I'm about to reveal the price, guys. Jacob says, should we plan to pay that much money to sell our own products? Do you know what? There's another income multiplier beyond those 4 that I shared in this particular training. That is income multiplier number 5. Create a high ticket program that costs a lot of money to produce, but also obviously, sells for a reasonable sum of money. Otherwise, you're not going to make your return on investment. The reason I did not include that model in there is because, no, I do not expect you to do it, because it's not something that you probably want to get into, maybe ever, or if you do, it's way down the line when you're really making some good money online, and you may want to try creating something that's a passion-driven project that might cost you a lot of investment capital. Okay, so no, Jacob, I wouldn't expect you to spend anything like that. That was, not the point. Cool, there's loads of people saying yes, though. Now's the time. Okay, so you won't pay $34,473. You won't pay $19,997. Do you know that I've got it's very close to 100% success rate with students, by the way, who actually bother to finish all the modules. Not counting people that 2 weeks later they're quitting. It's not counting them. If I'm only counting the people that actually finish the end of the program, almost everybody succeeds. Those that don't, I'll get on Skype with you. I will do everything it takes to make sure that you succeed. I will be working one-on-one with you if something goes wrong after 14 weeks, or I will buy back your business and just pay you the full price of this program to buy it back off you if for some reason you've followed the whole course and it's not working for you, So you won't pay that. So even 10,000 may be hard for you. My surprise for you, who here can put down $497? I've got 2 payment options, by the way. 10 payments of $497. That's $4,970 for a 10-month contract. Okay, so that is the regular pricing that I've decided on for this particular launch. However, who would like to save a further $2,473 off the payment plan pricing? Who here would like to save $2,473 off the payment plan pricing? James, Todd, Eric, many others are saying that. Great, that's awesome. Okay, so you can get in for one payment of $2,497. So that is an instant savings of $2,473. We are closing very, very shortly. So make sure that you get in right now through the link that you see on the screen. I'm just going to type it into the questions box. I'm going to explain the money back guarantee in a moment also. So 100% money back guarantee. Now I've got 2 guarantees. One is if you do the program, if you actually do the program, you do all the 14 modules or whatever, and you're not making regular sales, then for up to 6 months, I know this says 30 days here, but for up to 6 months, I will buy back your business off you as long as you have completed all of the modules and you're able to prove to me that you have and it's not working for you. Okay, I will buy it back, and for the same amount that you've paid for the program, I will buy it back off you. And I would lose a lot of money doing that. A lot of time invested in making the program plus a lot of money if my program didn't work. But flat out, it works. That's why I'm willing to offer that kind of guarantee. However, if at any point during the 30 days, you decide that this program does not live up to your expectations, then you can get 100% of your money back. Okay, anytime during that 30 days. This is not meant to be try before you buy. So please don't buy if you're intending on just buying and then having a quick browse and then refunding. My credit card company won't be very happy. The credit card processing company won't be very happy with me if that's the case. It's meant to be that you look at it and you think, wait a minute, this isn't what Mark said it was. Then yes, of course, ask for your money back. Because I have to give you your money back. Not just me, but even the company that processes the transaction will give it back to you. I wouldn't have been recommended to be on this webinar right now if I was not, a stand-up person who will give it back. So please do not join if you're intending on, if that is your intention. But if your intention is, I'm intending to do the work, and then you get in and you're like, it's not what I thought it was, then yeah, you can absolutely, you can, for up to 30 days, have your money back. And you know what? If you happened to have done a significant amount of the work and you're actually very skeptical at that point that it's going to work for you, I will even throw in an extra $200 on top just to say sorry for wasting your time. Okay, but if you want 100% of your money, if you want me to do the buy back your business warranty, you of course have to have finished all the modules. Okay, anytime for 6 months. Okay, but I just want you to know this works. I just want people to give it a fair chance. Actually work your way through the modules. Don't just get in there and don't do anything. Use our support. Let us help you get to success. Okay, so you can get there for $497 down plus 9 further installments of $497. Also, guys, for the next 10 minutes, okay, just because you guys have been specially invited to be here right now on this particular webinar training, I'm just going to add an extra few bonuses. Okay, I think that you guys are going to value this. Okay, one of them is called Operation 100K. So this is a product designed to get you from 0 to a 100K run rate within 8 to 12 weeks. So that is it's involving a similar strategy to the IMATTED model, right? It's very, very similar. It's pretty much the same as the IMATTED model, but it's a different way of teaching it that was recorded separately. And in this model, it's all about trying to see how to get that first sale in your first 3 weeks, and after that, how to scale it from there. Okay, so that you can have as a special bonus if you decide to join through the link you see on the screen. Another bonus you're going to receive is a program of mine called Affilo Jetpack. Now, this program sells regularly for $1,000. Okay, and if you go and you look up that program, you will find it sells right now for $1,000. You will get it for free. What does that include? It includes for a whole variety, all of these IMATTED niches, all of your emails written for you for 12 months. They're all done. The niches have been chosen, the affiliate products have been chosen, all of the emails have been written for you. It saves you a lot of time when it comes to writing your emails. Okay, so you will have that included as well. You simply send in your receipt, say that you bought through the link on the screen. Once you've purchased, you send it in to support@learnbuildearn.com, and you will have those bonuses added
as well. Okay, so that's not something I've offered elsewhere. So if you want to get access to those, make sure that you join right now within the next 10 minutes. That's just an extra special bonus for being here right now, and you know, for having this special link that you can see on the screen.
I want to know, and I've had someone that is a member of the fellow Jetpack just saying that they're already doing really well with that program, which is great, and that they reckon that yeah, I can include an extra 5 jetpacks for you because you're already a member. Yes, if you are already a member, we will add 5 extra jetpacks. Great idea. Yep, we'll do that. Okay, so are there any questions, guys? Email for the bonuses is support@